Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I have some Tiger 2H gameplay for you on Berlin. Now as you can see I am in the, well I suppose you would call it a lake, leading up towards the A capture point, which is the central and also only capture point there is in this game. Now I'm gonna go try and contest the cap. I do know that there's people there because it has been captured, and then we spot a T-34-85, which has a very, very unfortunate demise, especially in meeting me, because he can actually do absolutely nothing to me. Even his only hope, which would be a PCR, can only pen 180 millimeters of armor. And my turret front obviously has 185 millimeters of armor and sloped at a very minor angle. Then we spot a white T-44-122, which is obviously a far more dangerous target for me to encounter. So I'm just gonna... I'm at this point not really in any rush. I'm gonna see if my friendlies might be able to help me out with this one. So I am just gonna sit this one out real quick. I am gonna ping him on the map, maybe to let my friendlies know that he's there. Although they don't really seem to be too interested in helping me out just quite yet. And then I see that the T-44 is making his move, and I can see just the top of his tank as I try and take a shot into the cupola, which doesn't work out for me. Now, artillery falls right in front of me, so he can't really see me or shoot my weak spots, as you do have to do with the 122. I try and shoot him, but somehow that bounces off his tracks. Then he shoots for my upper glacis, which is honestly the biggest rookie mistake I have seen in quite a while. And then, obviously, we easily plant a shot into his lower glacis, as the armor on the T-44-122 is not nearly as good as on the normal T-44. If it was the normal T-44, I would have had issues with penetrating him in the place that I penetrated this T-44-122, because the armor is more sloped and also has more armor. Now I'm going to be going into the cap, as I don't think that there really is anyone out there anymore around the cap. And while we are just going to be casually sitting here capping, I'm going to be talking to you about the King Tiger. Now, King Tiger is quite a good machine. The gun, obviously, a long 88 with good velocity, great penetration, especially for its tier. The only thing that really... the only two real weak spots that there are the lower plate and the turret front. Although the turret front at long ranges really isn't something you should be worried about, as it is at long ranges quite a hard target to hit. Even from as far as 200 meters, it is quite difficult to hit. Now the other letdown is the fact that overall the handling of the tank is really not that great. The turret traverse is pretty good, the gun elevation and depression speeds are really quite bad in my opinion. And also, well, although it can neutral turn, the turning and especially just the moving on anything that isn't concrete street or flat grassland is really quite, well, annoying. Now we spot ourselves a IS-2 Mod 44. I try and take a shot at him, but I bounce off the upper part of his gun mantlet, and I try and shoot him again, trying to go for a better shot, but I again bounce on the same spot, as I suddenly notice that there is a ISU-122 there. I have no clue where this guy came from. I also don't have any clue why he didn't shoot me instead of the other guy, because I was not looking at him, I didn't know he was there, and that would have been a very easy kill for him. But I suppose it is nice to get lucky every once in a while. Now I'm going to be moving up right here, right next to the lake, to try and get that pesky IS-2 that is still around there. Now when we come around the corner, he should be right on our right side, but I don't really see him at first glance, so I then suddenly see his gun through my binoculars, realizing he's still there, and now I can't really use my my optics to try and shoot him, so I try and take a third-person shot, although, as you can see right now, that really was quite a difficult shot. Now, now that I can obviously see him and his turret, I put a shot into his turret, taking out his horizontal turret, And he's not really moving, so I'm just gonna move up to finish that kill. Put a shot right into the turret and thereby securing our kill. Now, while I am reloading my gun, I look around and then I notice a IS-3. Now, the IS-3 can be a really tricky opponent to deal with in the Tiger, because obviously the frontal armor, although it is not that much, is very well angled. And the 88 has big issues getting through there if the IS-3 driver just looks directly at you with his hull. Now, I see him poke out here, but I'm not really going to risk taking that shot. I'm just going to wait and see if he's going to poke out a little more, because he doesn't seem to be noticing me. Therefore, he moves forward, and I can put an easy shot into his ammo rack. Now, at this point, the game has ended already. The only player kill that I'm going to be getting in this match is a M16 AA gun, which honestly is not all that exciting to see. So I'm going to continue talking about the Tiger 2H for a little bit, and then I'm going to just close the video there. Now, as I said, Tiger 2H, good gun. Armor is okay, pretty good at long ranges, especially when hold down. The mobility is not bad, although the gun elevation and depression time are really quite bad, which is quite a letdown in my opinion. But honestly, apart from that, it's really not that bad. It fights IS-2s, which personally I think is a very fair opponent. It has similar weak spots. The guns are, well, obviously the 122 is a bigger caliber and has a lot more explosive filler inside, although you could argue whether you really need it. It is nice to have that one-shot potential, but the reload is really quite long, so they both have their fair share of good things about them and bad things about them. Now, that was it for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.